This channel is using a simple hand-drawn animation to pull millions of views, and they are making well over $5,000 per month. And in this video, we will be recreating their animations just using AI. The best part is, you don't need any skills to recreate this. No 3D software, no team of animators. All you need is a simple workflow that anyone can follow. Hey, my name is Mira, and I make AI animations for a living. And in this video, I'll walk you through the exact process I use to recreate animation like this, step by step. And I'll also show you how I generate thumbnails for these animations, so make sure you stay till the end. All the tools and prompts I use are linked in the description below. Now let's start with the first step, scripting. The reason these videos work is because the storytelling is simple and structured. So instead of guessing what to write, we're going to let ChatGPT study what already works. First, we need the full scripts from the videos. For that, I use YouTube to transcript. All you have to do is copy and paste a YouTube URL from the Lost Legacy channel and generate the full transcript. Once you have those scripts, copy and paste them into a brand new ChatGPT conversation. This part is important. You want to start with a clean chat, so the model only learns from this specific style. Now tell it to analyze the structure, pacing, and storytelling flow of the scripts. This is how we use AI to write our own story scripts. It understands how long each story should be, how scenes transition, and how the stories are paced. From here, you can ask it to generate new story ideas, write short scripts, or even suggest video titles that match this exact format. For this video, the story we're creating is about your life as a cult leader. If you don't want to go through this setup, I've already done it for you. I already made a script writing bot trained on this exact style, so you can use it right away. Now that the script is ready, we can move on to the next step, which is creating the visuals. We will be using OpenArt for all our generations, since it is the best all-in-one platform with access to every model. So head over to OpenArt and click on Image to get started. The first thing I do is to gather visual references. I screenshot a few images from any of the Lost Legacy videos, so ChatGPT can understand the exact style, colors, and composition we want for our animation. These references help the AI generate consistent characters and scenes that match the look we're going for. If you don't want to go through this step of gathering references and generating images manually, I've already made a bot that does it for you. You can just paste in the scripts from the previous script bot along with the visuals it generates and skip this whole section. Once you have your reference prompt, you can start the image generations. For this animation style, I like to use Nano Banana Pro because it gives the most reliable results for style consistency across multiple shots. Bring the screenshot images into Nano Banana Omni Reference and use them as a guide to create your first image. Take the prompt generated from your script and paste it into Nano Banana Pro. For me, it would be a charismatic adult figure standing at the center of a small rural gathering. In the settings, change the output size to 16:9 and resolutions to this, then hit Generate. Once the first image is ready, here's an important step. Remove the original screenshot reference images from the Omni Reference section. Replace them with the first generated image. This makes sure every new generation uses the actual character and consistent background. It locks in the look for both the character and the environment, so everything stays uniform across all future shots. With the first image now in Omni Reference, you can start generating the rest of your scenes. Every new image will automatically match the character's proportions and the background style established in this first generation. Doing this small step makes a big difference. Consistency is key if you want your AI animation to look professional. I generated a few more images before moving on to animation. Take a look. Each image represents a different moment in the story. One scene shows the leader seated while everyone else positions themselves lower, quietly listening. Another shows a daily task moment where the followers are waiting in line, not being told what to do directly, just waiting for direction. Then there's a wider outdoor scene, with the leader pointing toward the distance while the group stays close behind. And also, an interior scene where routine starts to take over, followers repeating simple tasks while the leader observes in the background. There are many more scenes than this. I'm just showing these to show how consistent the style, characters, and environment stay across every image. Once everything looks consistent across the scenes, that's when I bring these images to life. So now we move on to the third step, video generations. For this, head over to OpenArt's Video tab and select Kling 2.6. You can experiment with other video models if you want, but I stick with Kling because it has amazing prompt adherence and it is great for motion. To get the video prompts, what I usually do is paste the generated image into ChatGPT and ask it for a restrained 2D motion prompt that matches this style. The goal here isn't to animate everything, it's to animate just enough. And if you don't want to do this part manually, I already made a video bot for you. You can just drag in your generated image, ask for a 2D motion prompt, and it will generate something that fits this exact hand-drawn style. Take a look at this first one.
Everything will be all right. Just listen.
I really like this animation because the movements feel clear and intentional. You can see the people listening, nodding their heads, and nothing feels glitchy or over-animated. Here's another scene. What I like here is how the motion is spread across everyone. Small movements happen in the group, the leader responds calmly, and nothing feels out of place. Now this next one. Here. It works really well because everything is subtle. No one reacts, they just nod and quietly move off to do their tasks. And this one is one of my favorites. The leader stays mostly still and just points into the distance, but the group reacts by moving closer together, clearly uneasy about what he said. Lastly, the leader stays still here, just observing, while everyone else repeats their tasks in the background. Now that all the animated scenes are ready, it's time to move on to the fourth step, editing, where everything starts to come together. I bring all the clips into my editing software in the order of the script. Once the visuals feel right, that's when I add narration. For this, we're using ElevenLabs, which is the best platform to generate high-quality voiceovers. Head over to ElevenLabs and click on Voices. There are thousands of voices to choose from. To use one, click on Text to Speech and select the 11v3 model. You can type anything you want that matches your animation. For this video, I've already prepared the lines to include in the animation. Here's a pro tip. Make sure you include expressions like calm, confident, or playful in the voice settings. It makes a huge difference in bringing your story to life. Once the narration is in and synced with the animation, everything is ready for the final step. For this, I use Pixels, which makes it super easy to generate clean, eye-catching thumbnails in a consistent style. To make sure the style matches the channel, click Style, then Create, and enter the channel name Lost Legacy. This tells the platform exactly what kind of thumbnails you want to replicate. For this video, I'm keeping things very simple and very intentional. I'm going with a clean 2D cartoon illustration in the same visual style that Lost Legacy uses on their thumbnails. The image only shows one character cropped from the chest up. He's an adult male leader with a calm, emotionless expression. His posture is upright, with his chin slightly raised. I dressed him in a plain white robe with a hood. The face itself is very minimal. Dot eyes, clean dark outlines, and flat colors with strong contrast. The background is pure white. I place him slightly off-center, leaving empty space on one side. That space is important because that's where the text goes. The text is handwritten, style, dark brown, and it simply says, has 15 wives, with a rough, hand-drawn arrow pointing directly at the character. Once the prompt is ready, hit generate and Pixels will produce a thumbnail that perfectly matches the style of the channel. So that's how you create an entire 2D animation workflow that can generate over $5,000 a month, with results already proven by channels like Lost Legacy. OpenArt makes it simple because it has all the image and video models in one place. And Pixels makes creating thumbnails just as easy, so every part of your video matches the style and quality you're going for. So if you're ready to try it yourself, all the tools and prompts I used are linked in the description below. Now, if you want to see every step of creating AI animations from beginner to expert, click the video on screen right now.